So I have been on record as saying if the LA Kings deserve to lose a game, then I will admit it. So I am forced to admit today that they did not deserve to win this game against Ottawa. And hey, look, they didn't. So the game actually started with the news that Anze Kopitar has finally, after weeks of speculations, possibly month, I swear to God, every single day this week, somebody on hockey Twitter has said, he's signing his contract today, he's signing it today. It finally happened. Anze Kopitar, our all-star center, Selke Trophy nominee, has signed an 8-year deal. It's a $10 million average, $14 million next year, all the way down to $7 million and $7 million in the last 2 years, plus two $9 million signing bonuses. Dude, why did I not learn to play hockey as a kid? You make so much money when you're good. I was on record yesterday with Lori as saying that I was totally on board with the contract. I think we deserve a good center, and he deserves the money. And I ultimately think it's going to be worth it. $10 million over 8 years. He's 28 years old, so he's going to be 36 in his last couple of years of the contract. I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. He was pretty good today. Truthfully, it was our defense today that was not so great. So getting to the game, first 2 minutes, 26 seconds in, we take a penalty. A couple of minutes after that, they take a penalty. Nothing really scary happened for either team on either power play. It was not kind of the greatest work they've done. It was a little sloppy, to be truthfully honest. And then, like, halfway through the second period, the Senators thought they scored, but they forgot that we have Jonathan Quick, who is magic. I'm not kidding. He was practically magic to keep the puck out of the net at this point. It really wasn't magic so much as his skate was, it was literally in between the net and net post. Yeah. I can't speak today. It's been a really long game. So, like, it was caught the puck between the net and his skate was, like, the pressure was just stopping it from going any further, and they whistled, the puck went dead, and it never actually crossed the line. So no goal for the Senators, but a goal for the LA Kings. So this was really cool, because it's something I haven't actually seen in a while, where there was a delayed penalty, and before the Senators could ever touch the puck, we scored, and they didn't have to take the penalty, which, you know, sucks. 2 minutes is nice, but we scored, so who cares? It was a gorgeous shot by Jeff Carter. It came from Tyler Toffoli, who I actually think was trying to shoot it himself, and didn't. He kind of found on the pass, but it ended up to Carter, and he has this amazing angle. I think it technically deflected off the back of their goalie's, like, shoulder or something, but that angle, have you ever tried to make a shot like that? This is why they get paid so much money, and I don't. So then after that, they had this really cool, it was a weird little moment where Quick was, like, off to one side, and so there was a completely empty net on the other side of the ice, and that's where the puck ended up. But the Senator, like, had his stick tied up, and so he couldn't quite get to it, so he literally, like, takes it in his hand like it's a lacrosse or something and tries to throw it in the net. Okay, so our next goal comes on the power play from Vincent Lecavalier. His first goal as an LA King didn't take him too long. Congratulations, Vinny, and it was a great shot from him. The play starts with Ehrhoff, who, when you're looking on the replay, you're going to think does this fancy spinorama move. Actually, he kind of lost control of the puck and, like, had to spin around to try and keep it in the zone and in front of the net, and that luckily ended up throwing off everybody else on the ice except for Carter, who managed to sweep the puck out to Lecavalier. And then he shot it in the net, but it totally, none of the defensemen on the ice really knew where the puck was, because when he spun and took the shot, it was like a weird angle that rebounded off of, and the goaltender was completely out of position because he was still watching the weird bounce deflection spin move over on this side of the ice, and Vinny was over here with the empty net going, bam, here we go, goal for me. And okay, if you guys want to blame the next goal, Senators' goal, their first of the period, of the game actually, on me, totally fine. My friend who I was taking to the game, he was like, wow, we have had a lot of zone time. They haven't really seen any of this game. And I look up the shot clock. I'm like, wow, they haven't had a shot on goal all period. Literally a second later, they take a shot. Quick is completely overextended on the other side of the ice, and they scored their first goal of the game. So, yeah, that's on me, guys. Totally took that. No, that was on a defensive breakdown, actually. It was not our greatest play. A couple of minutes after that, Tyler Toffoli on a sweet-looking breakaway. He's definitely going to have the shot if he wasn't interfered with, so we get a penalty shot, which is exciting. I haven't seen a penalty shot in a game in a long time. Unfortunately, that shot did not go. Credit to the goaltender, actually. Tyler had a really great shot, and he managed to stop it with the stick. Unfortunate, definitely could have used it by the end of the game, but that's how these things roll. So it's 2-1. It's the last couple of minutes of the second period, and the Kings have an extended, sustained zone time in the Ottawa zone, and it's awesome. I mean, it's a good minute and a half, almost 2 minutes long, of just them shooting the puck at the Ottawa net. And it's so long. Somehow we managed to get a whole line change in, and it was looking awesome because the Ottawa players were just exhausted because they didn't get their line change and we got ours. And so we got fresh guys on the ice for the next 30 seconds. And then Jordan Nolan takes a penalty and kills all of the momentum, which ultimately didn't turn out to be immediately a problem. It was a split penalty, so we get like a minute and a half going into the third period, and we killed that penalty. Except that the third period is where the Kings kind of fell down a little bit. Not immediately. We scored the next goal. We're up 3-1, and we're thinking, awesome! This game is amazing! The Kings have learned how to play in the afternoon on a Saturday. Cool! So this goal is Tyler Toffoli on the board again. That is his 14th in the last 10 games or something like that. He is on fire lately, and it's wonderful to see. So Lucic comes streaming down the left-hand side. Toffoli is completely open, just absolutely outskates and outperforms and robs the defense of their chance to even try and stop him. And the Kings are up 3-1, and then suddenly they're only up 3-2, and then within 30 seconds after that, they're tied, and then somehow Nick Shore gets a double minor for high sticking, and they kill off the first one, but with a minute 26 remaining in the second, they scored their fourth. So for those of you counting at home, that is 3 Senator goals in the space of about 5 minutes to give them a 1-goal lead, 4-3. And it wasn't that took the steam out of the Kings. It's that they never really had it to begin with in the third period. They were out shooting the Senators, but not outplaying them. And it was much more evident in the third period. The Ottawa Senators were getting high-quality shots, and our defense was not up to the task today. They ended up scoring one more on the empty net goal. Actually, there was an offside that couldn't be an empty net goal. I mean, how do you get offside when you... Anyway, they ended up winning 5-3. I'm hoping it was a wake-up call for some of the players that have perhaps not been so great. Maybe we'll get McBain back in the lineup. I always like it when he plays. It was kind of a game to, learn from and then move on from. They play again tomorrow/today, depending on when you're watching this, the Anaheim Ducks, and I don't love losing, but if we're gonna do it to an East Coast team is the best way to do it. Let's not do that with the Ducks. So tune in, hopefully. Go Kings, go!